Presenting On One TV. Starring Vistro, Kilua, and Nate.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, y'all? How y'all
What's
doing
up, what's up,
today? What's happening, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Thursday. Is it Thirsty Thursday?
Thirsty Thursday.
Thursday. And we parched out here.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying.
I gotta get some drink.
You know what I'm saying? My throat hurt.
Well, that's something else, buddy.
Whoa.
Mm-mm.
Drink.
What are you guys gonna watch me drink, you
Drink,
weirdos?
boy.
Oh, no. We parched out here. You holding up all the water.
You guys want to share? I stuck my tongue in there.
Yo.
It gives it flavor.
Hey.
Flavor Town.
How you coming?
So what's up, everybody that's watching, that's tuning in, everybody that's sliding through. How you guys all doing? Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay?
What happened?
I don't know. You're not talking.
Oh, no.
I'm
So what?
fixing the screen here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so anything crazy happened with you guys today? I know I experienced a lot, like, at work today.
Well, clearly. Nah, nothing crazy in the job side.
Just went to go pick up Pops from the airport and had a major flood in McCarter. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, for real. Like, that shit was crazy. It was like a whole mini hurricane today.
It was crazy, though. I mean...
yeah, it was like a few minutes, right?
That was not a few minutes. That was like at least 25 minutes.
25
That's
minutes?
a few minutes.
few minutes.
That's a few minutes for you. A few minutes is like 5.
Well, you know,
It's a few.
No. I could let the Puerto Rican out and say, "Oh, that was crazy. That was like an hour."
Yeah, he
You
could
know,
have said that. He could have said that. I agree. He could have exaggerated it
Yeah,
really bad.
All right, it was like a whole day worth.
It was
You
a
know what
whole
I'm saying?
day.
It was a tsunami from the
I couldn't
sky.
believe it. It was a week. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
my God! It was from the eclipse. It rained down fire.
okay. Yeah, that sounds Puerto Rican enough.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
Somehow they'll take a grandma and their cat too. So
Abuelita went down the thing.
as she's feeding the cat, she went down
That's
the
how she ended up in Puerto Rico.
Oh my God.
You guys saw what happened in Puerto Rico? That was crazy.
No, what happened in Puerto
There
Rico?
was like TikTok videos of it. Like there was like a freaking monsoon or something like that. So like Hector was telling me this, that he saw videos all over TikTok of like Puerto Rico just like underwater just
Yeah?
recently. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see if I can
Haven't
pull it
seen
up.
a damn thing about
Underwater,
that.
like
Yeah, they didn't talk about it much at all, honestly. But I was like, that was
Because Puerto Rico
insane.
doesn't matter, I guess. Apparently,
That was crazy. I was like, what the hell's going on there?
why would it not matter though?
Well, Puerto Rico doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I think that's what they think. Because if you haven't heard anything from it,
That's true though.
that means they don't give a damn. You know. So
Well, that and Puerto Rico doesn't pay any tax dollars.
this is
You know
true.
how they be treating. You know how they be
Puerto
doing.
Rico doesn't pay any tax dollars. No, people that are not Puerto Rican residents don't pay tax dollars. Actually, so you need
Well,
to
you're
get
talking
that
about
straight.
you're
For
talking
the
about
United States.
he's talking about like the land, right? When you own your land, you don't pay X amount of
If
tax.
you live over there, you pay taxes. If you're not from Puerto Rico and you go move over there, then you don't pay taxes. Why do you think all these celebrities are moving over there?
Okay.
It's the same, wasn't it? I saw a thing like Oprah was buying up a lot of land in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because exactly, she's not a resident. But if you're a resident, you pay taxes.
This is some
Go
bullshit,
figure.
bro.
Like I don't know how that works because like you would think like the people that live there would be fine. The natural like
You would think
islanders.
that makes total sense, but what makes total sense is not what usually happens.
Yeah, it's insane. That's
Yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. What do you think? Should people that already reside in Puerto Rico not pay taxes compared to the people that are coming in there? And
Yeah, that's some old bullshit.
it's kind of like Hawaii. I remember hearing a thing with Hawaii. It's like you can't own land there unless you were born there in Hawaii because the land is so scarce. Like that's how it kind of should be with like small islands like that. You can't unless you have some kind of heritage there or like you have citizenship there or you were born there. Like you should be able to own land, not just be like a tourist, just buying up everything. Like how you see everything now turning into like gentrification, turning into all big ass like apartment buildings now, and they're turning into certain religious areas now, and it's just everything's changing, all for property value for no reason.
Yeah, it's crazy though. I'm gonna show you guys a video. It's like they really didn't talk about this at all, and I was like,
I didn't hear.
How long ago was
I
this?
should tell you. And
I'm about to show you a video right now. It's pretty recent. It shows the timestamp on it.
heck, I didn't even hear Puerto Ricans talking about. You know how they always talk about everything.
Damn, just called them chismosos.
They are chismosos.
The last big thing like I heard about Puerto Rico was the
Bro.
the hurricane, or yeah, it was the hurricane that was over there and that destroyed most of the land.
Bro.
Yeah. Well, watch this. Hold on. Is it gonna connect type thing or what? Hold on. Okay. No. No, go ahead.
So this is just random rant, whatever. So as a chismoso Puerto Rican that I am, I was going into work. I was running pretty late, and there was an accident literally right there where the hot dog truck is by Pueblo. Puerto Rican and me really needed to find out what happened, but I couldn't. And I was like, shit.
You went to work.
I was really upset like the whole day because I didn't know what happened.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, that's really the Puerto Rican. And it kind of like, if you own cats or any pet, like they get the vibe too. They become like little Puerto Rican cats.
Yeah, so you're looking out the window. Stuff
yeah, you should know. Yeah, Mexico, right?
Yeah, she's like,
It's just
what's
like,
going
what?
on?
So they get the vibe.
Like, what's going on over here?
They get the vibe real bad.
Like cats are like one of the most curious pets, right? Compared to
And they're pretty.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, they're pretty
no,
curious.
Income
So they're like naturally Puerto Rican, all of them.
Yeah.
Like
Ben knows
what's the most curious thing one of your cats has done, Junior?
Curious, I don't know. They do a lot of shit though. Can't keep a track of that. Damn, I don't know.
Or like recently.
Recently, I don't know. I'd be knocking out as soon as I get home. Be honest, I'd be knocking on that couch. But they're all awesome.
And you got like, how many do you have right now? Tell the chat how many cats you have.
3, no mas.
Three big ass babies.
Big babies. Big babies.
3 big babies. It's still not working?
It's not working now.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't heard from this.
Switch this on now.
Wait.
Yeah.
Afternoon, come in, running. We never pause it because you never put the Ethernet cable on. That's why. You could put us back.
Okay, we should be good to go now.
This. You guys could talk though, like.
Okay. Well, no, we just wanted we wanted the continuation of the view. Yeah, nah, nobody said anything about that. You didn't even hear it in the music station. You know, usually
Like on the radio?
yeah, like the radio usually get like a pause section where they mention what's happening in somewhere, and
Something.
you know, and you didn't even get that. Hey man,
It's time to.
Please stop.
yeah. So, nah, I didn't hear anything.
No, it's purposeful.
And was it like going on for like hours or
This is going on for days.
for days? Yeah, you didn't hear shit. They didn't say nothing.
This is May. This is like this is recent or this is the beginning of May?
May 8th.
Yeah, at the beginning.
So D.
So yeah, I didn't hear nothing at all. And as an older guy, you'd be like in tune to the news. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what's going on in the world?
Well, yeah,
But
you probably still read the newspaper. I'm not gonna hold you.
no. What is that?
What do you mean no?
You have the phonos, buddy. But yeah, nah, I didn't hear anything. It's so weird.
How about you guys in the chat? Have you guys heard anything recent going on with Puerto Rico right now? Apparently they've been underwater for I think it was a few days or earlier this month, and there hasn't been any real news spread on it. Right now, we're pulling up the video for you guys to see.
So here's one. Timestamp. Like, what's going on right now? When I'm able to pull up this video, I don't really understand what the.
It's being a pain.
I really don't understand what the fuck's going on.
Maybe you can pull it from YouTube.
It's actually pissing me the fuck off. It's crazy right now.
Yeah, it makes it. You haven't heard anything either. So. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's time to get.
All right. Well, this thing is super lag right now. I don't really understand what's going on, so we're not even gonna do this right now.
Okay.
It's just
We can touch upon that another day, I guess.
Is it similar to like when it rained that bad in West Orange?
I only get my news from TikTok. So if you only get your news from TikTok, you should have saw it for sure. Because that's really honestly where it was at mostly. And howdy to you. Greg.
Howdy.
How you doing,
Howdy.
buddy? What's up, bud? Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess our technical difficulties kind of like went more into the pod how it shouldn't have, but yeah, it's crazy. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of stuff that they're not actually saying because you didn't hear like a word on it.
Nothing.
But apparently that's not even the only spot that it was even happening. Apparently there was like bad weather. Like I saw another thing on TikTok where it was like bad weather somewhere else. I think it was somewhere. I don't want to butcher it. I think it was like Houston or somewhere down like Texas, I believe. That they were like the water was coming up to like the roof and everything. Yeah, Texas. Like see most of the floods in Texas, but not anything about Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so there was pretty bad floods over there too, which is crazy. I was like, oh damn. But they're not touching on anything. They're not touching on that at all, and they usually touch on that when it comes to like floods and all that kind of hurricanes and stuff.
Any kind of like nature just kicking Puerto Rico's ass, you get something off of it.
Yeah.
And you always hear like the older people just literally as you're passing by going to store, whatever. If you live around the north, there's a lot of older people playing dominoes and they just talk about all the shit that's happening in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Just said you don't hear anything.
Yeah.
So
you just sit there. Let me get your phone so then I could see what's going on in the chat.
No, but like, do you guys honestly think it has to do with the fact that everybody's buying up the land over there, which is why you don't hear anything?
I mean, it's very possible now that you're saying that. Like, I didn't even know that was happening.
What's it called? Because they're still living. A lot of people don't even have roofs. A lot of people don't even have homes.
So why wouldn't they talk about it if people are buying land over there?
No, like you got like Oprah coming over there and is buying up all the land, and they're not really helping anybody.
Of course not.
From all that construction, they're still not even rebuilt. So it's like, why not? Why not talk about it if you're just gonna cut it under the rug and just buy all the land for what reason?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe if they don't have those people don't want to move. You know what I mean? And they'll just buy up whatever they move. You know?
What do you mean?
Like usually, if you abandon the spot, right? Eventually, they'll sell. You have to sell it off or something, or how's that work? Or is that?
But wouldn't you think they would talk about it? So
they would talk about it.
So then people would not want to move over there, and then the rich people could just take it.
This is very true.
Take over it, you know?
Yeah.
Or it could be like
it's mad weird.
They could just show like, instead of showing like it being rebuilt or just showing it. The last time we heard about it was that it was destroyed. So if you don't update anything about any progress, people are gonna be like, "Oh, why go there if there's nothing to see?"
Well, I mean, how about Texas though? Then why wouldn't they really talk about Texas either? Because they didn't say much on Texas either. If you guys didn't hear about it,
I didn't hear anything either.
I mean, TikTok is really the best source of news. It's better than the freaking actual news because you're getting some actual. I mean, you got to really scrub out the conspiracies, you know, versus the reality of stuff. But for the most part, really, you see a lot of things on TikTok that you won't see on the news because the news is, you know, a lot of times too scared to cover any of it.
That too, and the good thing about TikTok too is if you do find a post, or whatever, it'll send you a link to where you need to go. Like, it'll break it off for you, so you can always fact check it, and put it in with other stuff. Like, for example, if you were looking up the bushfires in Australia, everything that pertains to the bushfires, it'll have a thing on the top. You click it, and then it'll take you to everything, so you can get more news. And then TikTok also like, but the TikTok is good for the news, but it prevents you from seeing certain things too.
Well, yeah, I mean, we already saw when we tried to talk about something,
Certain
we
things.
kind of like just got like cut off on it. So, oh, thank you,
For the Furious Fire.
Oh,
thank you for the fire. We appreciate it, Grim.
We heating up in here. We heating up.
Oh yeah.
So it was already a beautiful day. It was like 80-something degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Then it
It's pretty
rained like
crazy.
crazy. Thank you,
Oh,
Grim.
thank you.
Yeah, the regular news is too worried about celebrities. Honestly,
Yeah, that's all they care about.
we've had a few tornadoes here lately. Couple towns destroyed. That's crazy. And Mink, you're based in Oklahoma, I believe, right? Oklahoma, yeah. When it's down there, you get all those kind of like bad weathers, tornadoes, all that kind of stuff.
Wasn't there just like a big tornado in Oklahoma recently?
Yeah, like
around
a
that
huge
area,
one.
like a really big.
I think so. There was a big double tornado or something like that, right?
I don't
Something.
know if it was double. Like I remember seeing a video that it was like OD,
Yeah.
kind of like Sharknado-ish, but I don't know if that was real.
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Like the way they had
What?
it in those videos, it was just
Yeah.
gigantic, and it looked like there was two of them inside one. I was like, that's very Sharknado-ish, but I don't know if it was real like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
But like I don't, and then I seen videos of the destruction though. If that's real, like half torn off buildings and stuff, that's insane. Just imagine that over here, like a tornado in the Jersey, New York area.
would
That
be-
wouldn't end well.
Well,
No,
you know what's
not at
crazy
all.
though? The crazy thing is that since we got the earthquake over here in New Jersey, and we haven't had one in over like 200 years, really.
Mhm.
Apparently we've been having like little earthquakes ever since then.
Oh yeah, still
yeah,
happening.
yeah, like they've been like people were reporting them that they're still happening, like minor ones and everything.
So you think the eclipse really did start all this shit?
That
right?
happened after the eclipse, right?
Yeah.
Did it?
It was after
So
the
after
Yeah.
the eclipse, like literally all this shit started to happen, even
Yeah.
like more.
Yeah, I mean it could have been,
So-
honestly.
So this is just the beginning, and
Yeah.
especially if you're getting little spikes here and there. So you can imagine. It's
Well,
quite scary, actually.
I mean, at least we're not in the freaking fault line. Like the fault is where the biggest fault is in California, right?
well,
The
yeah.
San Andreas fault line.
Well, the West Coast anyway is like huge.
Yeah, that sucks. So Mink said we had an F4 tornado that destroyed 2 towns an hour from me. That's scary
God
though.
Damn.
That's scary.
Towns?
Well,
Is
I
it-
mean,
How
that's-
like F4? How high does that rank?
Yeah,
on that
I
scale?
don't know the tornado scales because obviously we don't really get tornadoes over here. So if you do like,
Cause like what's the highest for an earthquake?
yeah, once they fired up that mini experimental black hole in the Netherlands, the weather has been weird. That's true.
Oh
they
yeah, that
want
did
that
happen.
they want that God particle so bad. They
Yeah.
probably we don't know what the hell that God particle brought within it,
That's true too.
because
yeah.
that was happening right during the
Mm.
whole entire
Yeah.
during the whole entire eclipse thing.
Yeah, they were messing with the God particle.
A God particle, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But you know
to
what's-
even think.
You know what's the craziest thing about this? That God particle, they spoke about it. Damn, F5 is the biggest, so they got an F4.
Yeah,
so
that's like right there, yeah.
That's literally right there. The God particles. You guys remember the movie with Tom Hanks, Angels and Demons, something like that.
But that's like the Da Vinci Code movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think in that one, the Angels and Demons,
Mhm.
they were talking like the whole entire premise of it was that the Vatican and then some scientists I think from the Vatican were making like a God particle, and that's exactly what it was called there and everything. So if you guys saw that movie, let me know what you guys think. It's pretty crazy though that movie comes out and then you got them now really working on the God particle, unless they were working on it a while ago before.
Most likely.
I mean, that movie's old too. That movie's got to be over 10 years old for sure. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's way over
It's
10 years.
probably
Way over
Oh,
10
I
years?
think
It has to be.
it's got to be at least 13
Let me
Mhm.
see.
because the last one, it's the second one. I know it's Da Vinci Code. I think Angels and Demons, and then there's one more. The second one in that trilogy.
Yeah, that was 2009.
Damn.
2009.
So it's at least 15.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, it's going on 15, or it is on 15. That's crazy. No, but for the you want to explain for those that don't know what the God particle is?
What am I explaining? It's hard to explain. I don't really.
I
Like
mean,
what exactly?
how
is
would
the
you
God
explain
particle?
that?
I can look it up for sure for people that don't know. Because guess what? I don't know either.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Look at this. There's God particles in simple words. That's what I need to. I'm a simpleton. All right, the Higgs boson, also known as the God particle, is a fundamental particle that gives mass to other fundamental particles such as electrons and quarks. The Higgs boson is a wave in the Higgs field, which was proposed in 1964 as a field that fills the entire universe. The Higgs boson was discovered in 2012 by the Atlas and CMS collaborations. So that has to do with, like, I think, black matter, I believe. So it says, what is Higgs boson? The Higgs boson has a mass of 125 billion electron volts, meaning that it is 130 times more massive than a proton. According to CERN, it is also chargeless with zero spin, a quantum mechanical equivalent to angular momentum. The Higgs boson is the only elementary particle with no spin. Okay.
What exactly does it do, though? What can you do with it?
You're asking a lot of questions like I'm a scientist right
No,
now.
but what do you think you can do with the God particle? You can create life? Or
I don't know. Maybe they can create black holes. Maybe who knows what they can really do with it, with like a particle like that. Who knows? Maybe it's I don't know. I really
Are
don't.
they trying to do like interdimensional travel kind of thing? Kind of like the whole Spider-Man thing? Like they're trying to make a portal go to a different place?
That'd be crazy.
Or was it just because of the whole spiritual aspect where they were trying to bring stuff out?
Possibly.
I'm gonna look it up right now. What can you do what can we do with God particles? What can we do with God particles? It makes the existence of matter and interactions as we know them possible, and it is responsible for the appearance of the mass of all known elementary particles. Without the Higgs field, and thus without the Higgs boson, there would just be no atomic elements, no stars, no life in the universe. So apparently, yeah, you can make like another. You can create like another world and everything. Technically,
another universe, maybe.
I guess that's why they call it the God particle, because you can literally create everything with that. That's crazy.
Are they trying to say like the God particle is what caused the Big Bang in a way because like it came from nothing?
I guess. What does CERN? How does CERN affect this?
Yeah, like CERN trying to just create more than just people, huh?
It's just crazy how, like, we're messing with something we really don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
fully don't
what?
understand.
But that's part of the whole theory of playing God.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what they want to do, right?
But like the whole entire thing with this is like, what if they do something that just completely like just blips the world?
Like
That's
like
crazy
what?
to
Like
think.
teleports the Earth somewhere, or like just erases?
Just erases it, or takes us into like another dimension.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know, man.
We just show up. Our
But-
planet just shows up in the middle of another
Do you
planet.
really think God will let it happen? Just like mess with something that He created, that He's like.
But how do you know that this isn't also written too? Right, that this is not an event that's supposed to lead
It's
to
supposed to
something.
happen.
Yeah,
And he'll let it happen.
because remember they say like the book of, we talked about the book of life, and if everything's written,
I mean, what if it's just like what if it's like this is just opening the dimension to hell and unleashing it?
Well, what you mean the last seven? The last seven seal is it's possible. It's probably an event that has to happen for that to happen. 100%. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Spoilers S3, the God particle. What is this? There's a spoiler to the
to the
God
God
particle?
particle. It's like spoiler. We know where it is. We know
Spoiler
where we're
alert.
hiding it. That's crazy.
What if the God particle is just God and they're trying to capture God?
Yo, for real.
That's crazy.
They just got a big net and they're chasing after him and just scooping.
The way it's done is crazy though. It's like supposedly like a really like long. You remember the Flash?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of in a sense
Oh, so
showing
like
The particle
the Speed
accelerator.
the
Force
particle
type shit?
accelerator thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they just want that God particle to go around in a circle, basically.
Yeah, it has to go and it has to, I think, collide with other particles, and then you get that
Oh, you get
that
the bang.
certain God particle, because like it spins, and then like I guess it collides to the point where like that God particle, I guess, just stays there and just doesn't spin, and I think that's what makes the God particle.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Now listen, I'm for it. If it gives me some kind of superpower, I'm for it. Because it could change my life.
Hip Hoppopotamus said, once the particle was discovered, we started getting more UFO sightings compared to the prior years. You know, it's crazy you say that, right? Because I don't know if you guys are very like UFO, like know a lot about it, but like, that's the same thing that happened once the nuke was created and like when the atomic bomb was dropped. That supposedly like that's when like you saw more UFO sightings too than before, and a lot of people say that they were trying to intervene, you know, with those nuclear weapons because they're like, I guess they didn't want us destroying each other, like the whole world. So they definitely probably try to stop some of those nukes that were gonna go out.
How do you know it's just that though? How do you know like they're not attracted to the energy that comes off
Well, I mean, if
from wherever they are? Like they need to feed off that energy or something.
they need to feed off of it. I mean, if they just need to feed off of it, then they would have just took it, and that would have been it.
Yeah, because
But
they're
there's
supposed to be advanced
but
anyway.
there's still a whole bunch of nukes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean?
Yeah, but if they only showed up during that time though, like you said, that sounded like they showed up for that.
But they've been around since that time. I'm saying, like that's when you first saw a lot of sightings, and then they've been around, and then now with the God particle, who knows if aliens are just like something else saying like,
Bro, what are
like
you doing?
you guys about to fuck some
Yeah,
shit
you're
up for
gonna-
yourselves.
Y'all really screwing yourself. Can you imagine?
Y'all really about to fuck some shit up.
Like
for
we've been
yourselves.
there and done that. You know what I'm saying? Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
for real.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, that's a big thing on Joe Rogan's speculation on it. That it's
I mean, it's fun to speculate, 100%, but
yeah,
it's crazy to think that humanity are just trying to warn us. Like, bro,
that's what I'm saying. Who knows? They're probably just somewhere and they're just like, yo, y'all better chill out. Y'all better chill.
Yeah, for real. Like,
No,
what if they're like they know something's, or what if they're trying to open this portal because they know something's coming because they did some kind of experiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they released something, and they know like, oh, it's gonna come out of something, and so they want to prevent it. So what if they're trying to just shoot nukes into a fucking portal, and try to shoot all these demons or something that they're trying to come out with?
I don't know. So Hip Hop Bottomus said now sightings of them walking with us, like what happened in Florida. You know, the whole entire Florida mall thing.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly those things were like shadow things. So who knows if maybe after CERN, our realities are kind of like intertwining with a whole nother like dimension. Because I mean, supposedly like dimensions are, it's still like, right? I mean, I don't know if I got this right, but from what I heard, it's like we all live kind of in the same area, but dimensions are kind of just layers to within that, within, there's layers to dimension. So like Earth is here, but then like on top, right? But it's still within, I'm saying, there's like another Earth. So those are like dimensions just stacked into one. So that's maybe how the whole entire alien shadow things were coming to be, because supposedly like you could see through them. Who knows if it's just like ghosts. Supposedly they're in another plane than us, right?
Mm-hmm.
so they exist just in
So
another.
exactly. So they exist here, but just in another plane, maybe another frequency. Maybe you know how we were talking about frequencies at one point.
Yeah.
Who knows if they're just in a different frequency? Like for example, you have those aquatic animals, like you know, like that they see whole different like colors that we don't even see. Like they see spectrums that we don't see. You know what I mean? And how about animals? When you see like your cat or your dog just looking into nothing, I mean, who knows if they have like that spectrum, that frequency that gets to see that other dimension and gets that veil like so like thin that they can see
They
things
can
that we
see-
don't see.
Yeah,
No,
and they can
100%.
actually see through like little
Yeah.
things of dimensions somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
And then
you
who
do-
knows that those are people that probably are like very like mediums and all that, like we were talking about last week. Like they probably have that thing where it's just like they probably have like a visual of different dimensions that they can see through. Who knows? It's probably all within our like eyes, really. Who knows?
and we haven't unlocked it.
And we probably haven't unlocked it. I mean, there's a lot of things that are said that we haven't unlocked. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the third eye sense and all that. Yeah, no, for sure.
And-
There's countless of things that we heard, like we could reach heights that we don't even know about. We just don't train our bodies that way, or we don't even like even nutrition wise. There's probably we could literally make our bodies retain our youth to like we're 70s and we look like we're like 25. So, but we just don't practice it.
Mhm.
It's all spiritual and mental training.
Yeah.
I mean, there's books on martial arts, like it's been known for, to tell you how to keep strong.
Yeah.
You got these old masters doing things. So yeah, I believe there's like senses that we can unlock and reach, but we just don't train and don't really listen to our bodies like we're supposed to. We
Mhm.
literally just shit on our own bodies, basically.
Yeah, and I mean, so Mink said hip hop said that they are different frequencies, and that would make sense, and since it was like like shadow people. That's what I'm saying. So it definitely, I feel like, oh, okay,
So-
so,
What if it's kind of like the Men in Black theory, like from the like
It's almost like Death
there's like you know
Stranding
how
as
like
well
you
too.
saw like at the end of I think the first one they went through the locker, and the locker led them to, or that might have been the second one, led
yeah,
them to
so
another
the
world, and
second
then that
one.
led them to another world,
Oh yeah, and then they show like
and then it
it's all
expands
within
out,
the,
yeah, and it's all just opening up and opening
Yeah.
up and opening up and
Yeah.
opening
I
up.
mean, there's always like movies always tell you things. You know what I mean? It's not that far fetched that you do get like certain things like that. Even video games, Death Stranding did kind of something like that with you can like literally carry a baby and you inject the baby with the little strand connected to your I guess belly or whatever, and you could see certain things the baby could see because when you plugged into them and stuff like that. It's pretty
That's
crazy. But yeah, I believe there's like a dimensional thing, 100%. But it's nuts.
yeah.
It's nuts to even go like really deep and really.
Yeah. And you got to remember that this is one of the things that, the government for sure is, hopefully TikTok doesn't flag us, but these people above want to keep us like drowned into into just like,
and the ditties and all that.
100%.
Yeah, keep us asleep.
No, because going back to what you said, like that we're not using our bodies to its maximum capability. It could easily just be the food that we're given.
Yeah, it's our nutrition. It definitely affects. It's definitely what we consume social media wise. Is 100%. It's definitely our distractions. Like 100%. If we actually took the time and really want to like take ourselves to other levels, we would just have to give that up and just
No,
live in the land and stop consuming all the corn and all that
like,
shit.
you could see it. Like, look at all the monks that are out there, and then they access all the chakras
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's actually a thing. All the energy that they're able to focus because they
Mhm.
live
Yeah.
separated than the life that we live here.
Yeah, 100%. And they live a long time and they're just as strong and they do incredible things. But again, just how we choose to live is really on us.
And then we're out here dealing with synthetic watermelons and bananas.
Yeah, word.
I mean, it's not really on us. It's like,
I mean,
we get what we're given.
we're
Like,
kinda-
at the end of the day, what are we going to do? That we could do, but
we can only
it's
do
very
so
hard
much.
to do because it's just like, dude, it's all over. Even things that they feed us that they say are organic are not really organic. You know what I mean? The only time you have organic is like if you're growing it your damn self.
yourself. And even so, even that's a problem because like let's say you do manage to get off the grid, you get on an island, they're spraying all this shit in the air. You know what I mean? Spraying all this shit in the air and
What stuff are they spraying in the air?
Well, I don't know what's it called, but they're spraying a lot of shit. You ever see the clouds, all the little lines shit, bro? When I was a kid, you ain't see all that shit. And there's a certain smell in the morning that I can't even describe.
Well, you live in Newark.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, but bro,
Like, am I right? Am I wrong?
bro, okay, fine. This fucking guy, fine. Okay, I live in Newark, but bro, I live in Newark as a kid and never smelled like that.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and
Yeah.
you're a bitch for that or whatever. But I do live in Newark.
No, I just find it funny, like, and it's just crazy that we all live in a society where it's like we accept food from grocery stores that we don't know where it came from.
Yeah, we don't do any research.
Like, like, okay, how is we have an idea of how that meat was prepared. Of course, we've seen the videos of the factories, but we don't know really how that meat's prepared, how those cereals are made, how those vegetables are grown. We're just told, yeah, boom, the label says it's organic. Boom, the label says it's clean. The label says it's like this. And you just trust it. We're just blindly trusting things and putting things into our body that could actually be killing us.
It is killing us.
100%. Even the vitamins. Do you actually know half the stuff that those things mean?
Yeah.
Even the cereals and
glutamine and all that shit.
those extra
Sanic
means
gums
and
what is that?
vitamins
The
and all
crazy
that.
thing is that another thing is the vitamins that we have to take now. You know how we have to take like multivitamins and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Back then, supposedly, when we weren't eating such shitty food, a lot of these vitamins our bodies created by ourselves. Like we didn't need to get vitamins for that. Our bodies was creating it. But now with all the shit that we get, it's like our body's just like, nah, we stop. Your body's like shutting down.
It becomes a blocker when you take all these additional things. I'm pretty sure it just your body says, oh well, I don't need to do this work anymore, so I'm just gonna, continue taking the pill, and my body just literally it blocks it. It becomes like a natural blocker, and it comes to the point where it just doesn't do it anymore. So you're right back to screwing yourself in that sense.
And we're 100% de-evolving ourselves every day,
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, so this is Mink says so many chemicals in our food, things that cause cancer and other illnesses. That's very true. Back then in the 40s and the 60s, you didn't see cancer like you do now.
No, it's crazy
Now,
out here.
well, one of the biggest things that's causing cancer was that move to bleach to bleach flour, supposedly,
yeah.
because back then you used to have unbleached flour, and now you need to have bleached flour. Why do you need to bleach your flour to make it white when in reality it's just brown?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what was the purpose of the bleach? Now everything you see out there has bleached flour, when the best flour is really unbleached flour. You know what I mean? Hip Hop Motimus says most people don't want to know anything that's out there out of their comfort zone, so they continue living like sheep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You're
100%
absolutely
true.
right.
It's the problem because
The thing is, even things we know, we just kind of like zoned it out too, and that's another problem. We all know McDonald's is fucking garbage. We've seen
Space
videos.
meat.
We've seen videos of how chicken nuggets are made,
Mm-hmm.
but I guarantee everybody
That's like,
here has went and got some nuggets right after we saw that pink ooze, right?
not for real.
I don't really eat McDonald's like that, but
Yeah, but you eat fast food, right?
But if you give it to me for free, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm
But it's
saying.
like
It's like do you guys remember that video with the whole entire with the pink ooze that that the chef is literally making in front of all these kids,
and
right?
They,
and then they're looking at it, and it's made out of like cartilage, bones, all just garbage. Like, I mean, bottom like what you feed, like you don't even feed an animal this barely. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
And then once they see the crispy beauty of the nugget, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll take it." You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
it's
they say
sad.
like the chicken nuggets are like the beaks and the chicken feet and all the parts that nobody that doesn't make it into the
doesn't
actual
make it in,
chicken.
the eyeball.
But then
all
it's
that.
like what was it? I kind of lost what I was gonna say.
So Mink says it says to make things stay fresh longer, but how? Without being poisoned. How does it stay fresh longer when it's not fresh? It's true. It's true.
All the
And that's the thing too.
preservatives.
All the preservatives that we have in our food. Like, do we really need an extended timeline on these foods? You know what I mean?
we need to go back to where food was made in your local area.
And back then, how they used to preserve food was with like
salts.
salt.
Yeah,
With
salts. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
now with all these chemicals.
That would help, and we really need, like, each specific area needs to have their own places where they have the food.
like farms.
Yes.
But that's the thing too. Now this
But
is
that's-
like one of the things where it's like very up for debate. Are we overpopulated or are we underpopulated? When you talk like about that, Elon says we're actually underpopulated.
For real?
But then you
even hear
have a lot of people saying that we're overpopulated. I mean, in a sense, it feels like we're overpopulated if we have to let out so much food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To feed everybody. Is it that, or is it that we are just such a gluttonous society that we
think it's
need
that.
like
I don't
that we
even-
need 5 plates of food to keep us like full?
It's probably not even that. Is it I don't think it's.
I
either
think it's the combination of a lot
overpopulation.
of things.
It's more like we could be underpopulated, we can be overpopulated, but the relationship is probably are we overpopulated or undereducated, because nobody's really fighting any of this. Because you see the difference, for example, like going with Hip Hop Anonymous said, it's like nobody would really, if the people actually spoke up about certain things would change. You don't remember the stuff about nutrition?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, the people that sued McDonald's because, oh, I didn't know your food was gonna make me fat.
Yeah.
You clearly know that the shit's nasty for you,
Yeah.
but you eat it
But
anyway.
you ate it
But they
anyway.
only started doing it because they got sued, so they rather keep silent about it unless the people question it.
No, for sure.
And if the people actually spoke up, then there wouldn't be no big pharma and no.
But
no
the thing
big
is,
government.
not just we don't just need one person to say something.
It's everyone.
We need everybody to get on board with things. You know what I mean? And this goes back to the whole entire debate we had a few episodes ago with why they just keep us so like so separated. Because if we were all together, can you imagine like
yeah, we could accomplish a lot.
Yeah, we could do so much.
But that's the point. Divide and conquer only works.
Yeah, that's why we're always in that state, because they divide us. And
But look how easily the Black Lives Matter thing kind of fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
because it was like, oh, Black Lives Matter, and then everybody combated it with all lives matter,
Yeah.
and then the Blue Lives Matter,
Mm-hmm.
separating. Now each one of them are fighting the same concept of what they were all going at in the first place. Now everybody's divided and they're fighting each other.
Yeah. When in reality, it's just everybody's.
And they were
everybody
all on a
matters.
united front in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how. That's why I said, are we really undereducated and they confusing that with overpopulation?
Mm-hmm. And you know what's the crazy thing about it? It's like, how do you guys feel that there'd be a structure that we can live in that would make sense? Because we also can't just be not governed, I feel like. You know what I mean?
No,
like
I
there
get
needs
it.
to be some type of order
No, for sure.
somehow.
We can't be
Because
left.
because if there was no government, then they'd probably be mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
100%.
100%.
you know what I mean? It'd really be like the Wild Wild West. Like people would be dying, like just
People
like
be
out
hurting
there.
each other, stealing from each other, and
Yeah.
you-
So
That'd
how
be crazy.
what would be the way that it can happen that
Oh
it
my
that
God.
it can be structured that everybody has power, but not everybody, not just one person has all the power. Because not just one person should have all the power, or not just one group of people should have all the power. As you can see, that doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
We're
isn't
literally
that what
going through a
socialism is technically.
well, socialism. Honestly, socialism is just like the structure of it is like bullshit as well. You know what I mean? Some people don't like capitalism. Some people don't like socialism. But like, with capitalism, it's more like, you know, you built something and then you get the gain off of it for yourself. With socialism, it's more like you built something, everybody gets the gain off what you built. You know, that's the general concept of it. Which is weird. Socialism to me is weird. It's like, how is it that if I'm doing more work than you, we deserve the same amount of pay?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I work harder than you, why are we in the same level, in the same bracket?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If someone's busting their ass more, they deserve more, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing more, yeah.
You know, because that's not really
Sure.
fair that just one person, you could be a slacker and you get the same amount as the person that's busting their ass. That's crazy.
That's basically the whole no kid left behind shit. in
Yeah,
schools.
that's a
Literally.
and that's a big issue though, because how many people out there do we have that just like bro, if I'm sorry to say, but like if you're not ready, then you're not ready. Just stay back. You know what I mean? Be like, get real ready for the world, because the world's crazy, and that's one of the things that also creates weak people too, because it's like, okay, you thought you were ready, we gave you this achievement, and now you go out to the world and you see the world doesn't really work that way. You know what I mean? A lot of places don't just say like, oh, here's just a word for just coming in. Or people lose, these kids, they lose, or something doesn't go their way, and it's just like,
Somebody comes to hold their hand and
yeah,
not
Yeah.
let them actually grow.
yeah, you got to let people grow. You know what I mean? And we've seen it works. I mean, look at us. You know what I mean? We're how many? It's gotten since before, you know, when you can give your kid an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody was okay. There was. I feel like there wasn't that many suicides back. You know.
Yeah, I feel
They,
Back
they,
then-
they ain't no spoiled kids in those supermarkets no more.
Nah, you didn't see like that rate of like suicide
Mhm.
like it was now. Now it's like it's off the charts. I'm gonna call diapers on you.
Yeah, get taken away and kind of shit.
Like what? Like what's going on right now?
There's no true sense of discipline anymore.
No.
Yeah, no.
The fear of, oh, wait until we get to the car is gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't
Or the
exist anymore.
look.
You know what I'm saying?
Or the look.
You
The
remember
look
the look?
itself.
I
yeah.
remember the look. Very
The
The
well.
look
flying
itself.
chancla and all that.
The flying
gone.
chancla, forget it.
The go
cords,
outside and pick up a stick
Yeah.
and then find
shit,
your
or
weapon.
the good old bare knuckles. I remember that.
The way
Yeah. The world is too sensitive now.
It is. It really is.
And there's just so much wrong with the world right now, man. I don't know. It's like we're really like we're moving in reverse, which is so weird. Like how is it happening that we're just moving in reverse this bad? It's just so strange, and every like just thought of it, it's just like, ugh.
there is a difference between abusing them and whooping them,
Yeah, for
100%,
sure.
yeah.
For sure, 100%.
but it's those ass whoopings that define your adulthood.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I mean you shouldn't be getting hit for no fucking reason
not for
either.
no
you
No,
know
reason.
what I
not like
mean?
that, but I mean like,
Yeah.
you know, it's because of those
Yeah.
wrong and right, that yin and yang, you learn from your mistakes. So if you
Yeah.
go on with somebody holding your hand and be like, okay, don't touch his identity, then
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna go and just keep doing the same mistake because he knows no sense of wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine yesterday, which is actually a really funny show. I don't
I
know
keep
if you,
hearing that.
Well,
I
you know
gotta
I
watch
it.
that.
You know I watched it.
like I actually started watching, and then there's the episode where Andy Samberg is he's arresting a guy who's graffitiing cop cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because he's graffitiing the cop cars, he goes after him. They
Oh, the son.
they catch him red-handed. It ends up being one of the head
Yeah, the chief's.
chief's sons, and the chief is like, okay, it's my son. You can wash this out.
Yeah, like
You-
don't worry
like,
about
yeah,
it.
you're not gonna arrest him because he's my son.
Mm-hmm.
And then the chief, the main guy in the precinct, he's the CO is like, oh, like, you know, I want you to go after him, and you know, at the end of the day, you feel bad for that kid because his dad doesn't really care about him because he's always holding his hand.
Yeah,
He's got to really learn the wrong
yeah.
and that it's not okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like, it's, you know how they say like, oh, they're gonna learn until they really catch. They're gonna get their heads blown up, and they're gonna really catch. They need to understand what an ass whooping is like because they're full of themselves and shit.
Yeah.
That's
All that shit, like a bully.
no, for sure. I
The
mean,
bully goes around doing things what he wants because he thinks he can get away
you
with
can
it
get away with it. Yeah.
until that one source of reality, bang.
And do you believe that at a certain point, when you don't teach a kid that, would it be too late to ever teach the until he becomes a man and it's too late? You can't teach.
I don't know. That's difficult
Like
though.
you
I
can't
mean,
teach all old dog new tricks type shit.
well,
know
if
what
you
I
don't
mean?
want to learn, then you don't learn too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, there is some cases where you get
it
like
just makes me wonder.
where you get that these kids learn by themselves too. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
there-
experience
there's-
for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is now because you got to think a lot of nowadays too. There is broken homes now
Yeah.
compared to back then. So there's no fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes there's no moms in the picture. Sometimes there's no parents in the picture, and the
Yeah.
kids got to do everything on their own, and they're not truly learning
Mm-hmm.
what the
Absolutely.
experiences of what being a man is. They're not truly learning the experience of being a mother. They're not truly learning the difference of, because there's only certain things you can learn from your mom, and there's certain things you can learn from your father.
For sure,
There's
100%.
certain things you learn from your grandparents that they can't teach you.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with nowadays is a lot of the times people don't actually have those upbringings as how other fortunate people have that.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something missing nowadays in somebody's family, and a lot of it has to do with the whole sensitive shit. Now, like because you can't discipline them certain ways. Oh, so the person from the old heads will be like, no, this is how you should handle this, and then it combats with so say the mom combats with her daughter about how she should raise the grandkid because she feels like, oh, this is the better way of disciplining. I did this to you and you didn't turn out that way. Why are you doing this? Why are you letting her do it? Look what she keeps doing.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, you can't do that now. She's gonna go. She's gonna leave.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too is that all these schools and shit, they have a say so in how you raise your children. You
That's
know
a
what I mean?
problem too. That's a real
That's bullshit, bro.
That's a real
I don't
fucking
remember
problem.
you having my kid.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
Like,
here.
bro,
Yeah,
like,
these fucking
Bro,
schools
get the
are
fuck out of here, bro. That's how your kids are gonna turn out fine, bro.
Yeah.
These schools need to
Yeah.
get the
You
hell out of
see the
that.
whole shit about the pronoun shit,
that's
and
true,
they're
though.
like, oh, like if the for example, if the kid says he's a cat, you can't tell him he's not a
You
cat.
can't tell him he's not a cat. It's crazy.
It's like he ain't Nicolas Cage. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know,
It comes
in a
back
lot
to
of
him.
broken homes. And Mink said also, which is like a great saying, they don't teach that anymore. Spare the rod, spoil the child. That's such a good saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a lot of broken homes. One of the parents one of the parents
ain't trying to one up the other daughter to show that they are better and they don't help the kids.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a sense of respect thing. They're like, oh, you're the mom, so you need to really do this yourself.
Yeah, when it should be a team.
It should be a team
It should
because
be a team effort.
there's a lot of things in life. You learn things as you get older. You get wiser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why the saying is, oh, if I knew the things that I knew now, then when I was younger, I'd be a whole different person.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
And it's like, that's that wisdom that you gain throughout life.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, there's even cases, right, where you can raise. This is where life is funny. There's even cases out there where, like, you can teach your kid everything. You could teach them right from wrong. You can give them their ass whoopings when they deserve them, and you could still end up with like a fucking shit kid.
Shit kid, yeah.
You could really end up with a shit kid. So it's so weird how that goes down.
But at
because
least...
there's even kids that don't like. Here's the difference, right? So if you like go over here, this is like, if you guys don't know, this is like my brother right here, like literally like my brother, right? So obviously mine, he's my brother too, but like we literally like,
we're blood.
Yeah, we're blood. Him, he's obviously older. He used to get ass whoopings, like crazy ass whoopings, like beat his ass for real type of thing. Me, I didn't get that.
Bare knuckle.
Yeah, me, I didn't really get that.
He didn't really
you know what I
get
mean? I probably like I got a handful of ass whoopings in my
a little bit. You
like
got,
a handful. Like
I'm
like
5.
Like I'm talking about like a handful.
But
right?
You turned out good.
But that's the thing. I feel like I understood things to the point where like I really didn't need an ass whooping to understand right from wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you needed it, but who knows? You probably would have turned out really shitty if you didn't get them.
Look, I got like 100 ass whoopings. They were all deserved.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say they're not. And I learned from it. I'm pretty calm now. I'm pretty chill.
Yeah.
Whatever. He was smart enough. He only had 5 ass whoopings, and he learned. All right.
Yeah.
He's okay. So he's smarter than me. I give it to him.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
The case.
And that's the thing. So like, listen, I'm gonna be a father soon, right? For whoever doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the way I think of it is like is I wouldn't go straight to beating my kid's ass.
No, not
that's
at
for
all.
sure.
Nobody's saying
I want to take and like I would like to talk to my kid first, because the best thing you could do, you don't just go and whoop your kid's ass without explaining anything. No. You explain it to them first. You explain what's going on. You explain like, listen, this is right from, and this is the way I see it. Obviously, like I'm gonna be a first time parent, so I may not even know. I need to know from experience. But what I would want to do, what I'm going to try to do, is definitely gonna be like talk to my kid first, explain what he did, what he did is wrong, why it's wrong to do, like what would be something that he could have done instead. You know what I mean? But obviously, like, you know, if he ain't learning and I'm like telling him like a million times, now come here, motherfucker, and I'm gonna beat that ass. Now you're gonna get some pop out. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think that's how it always works with you know, my share of ass whoopings. I was always, they always tried to figure out why you did what you did.
Yeah.
Well, and then started getting aggressive as it went.
Well, you had some smart parents.
And then you got that. They didn't just go waka waka waka. But then it's like, so that's how, like, if you look at the two, right? My mom was always like, let me talk to you. But then I still got the ass whooping. Yeah. So she's like, I'm gonna talk to you. Or she'd be like, oh, wait till your father comes home. And then when he came home, I was gonna get it. And then when he gave it to me, it was not like, when he was not coming, it was a sneak. Yeah. So like, I remember, I would be like, I remember sitting on the couch, right? Like I did something wrong. I don't even remember. And I would be sitting on the couch watching TV. Then he gets up and stretches. He'd be like, he'll just stretch. And all you see is, and then he's beating me while I'd be like, why? Like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, talking shit while beating me. And then I'm like, okay. It's like all a surprise. And that's when it hurts more because you're in complete shock.
Look, that's hilarious. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Just real quick. Can you hold that thought? Okay. No, go ahead. Hit the thought. Because you're going to lose. You're old.
All right. Fuck you. But anyway, but you're right. Fuck you. But no. In my case, look, when your mom is, you know, I'm her firstborn and she's going to fucking fuck up. So I would literally not even get the talk. I would just get the straight uppercut first. Yeah. So, you know, that's where you were lucky in that sense because you did get the talk.
But here's the thing too, right? And here's where I think the difference is. Okay? So people that may not know, you know, different dads, you know?
Yeah.
So here's where it kind of goes. And I don't really want to like air out your shit like that, but if you don't mind. So like my thing is like, you didn't have a dad figure.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So this is where I guess where that came from.
Yeah, that was
so the mother,
parenting
mom,
styles changed.
So mom had to take, and she had to be the dad.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that I feel like single parents usually get wrong, right? Because you hear that a lot, that like a kid is actually better off, you know, and not to offend any women that are out there doing their thing. I hope you're doing your thing right. If you raise
to the single moms,
to single moms.
But hold on, some good single moms. Let's give them there.
I wanna not lose my thought. Like I'm old too now. All right, so look, so I'm old, bro. My back hurts. So look, so you have like single moms, right? That they say, a father figure is needed because a lot of single moms can't really raise a man how they're supposed to. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Because they really want to be their friends and everything like that.
Yeah, 100%.
And this is where I think like mom didn't fuck up because like this is where I think it came from too. You didn't have that dad figure, so she had to be that tough figure.
No, for sure.
The same way, you know, because you know, mom is sweet. Like,
No, 100%.
like you know, she really does care. Like, shout out to mommy because
No, 100% shout out to her.
she's really like
She's done it.
she's really like a gem for real. Like she really like went through it and she really handled it. I feel like well, but again, going back to my point, it's like she had to give you that ass whooping.
That mean uppercut was a show you can.
That's what I'm saying. She had to give you that ass whooping to say like, listen, like, don't fuck with me only because I'm your mom, right? And because I'm a woman doesn't mean that you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And she was 100% right.
And you know, and I think that's important too. You know what I mean? And that's where they say like a lot of women like fall short. And again, it's not all women, but
No,
you
not
know, this
all.
is just like I think they had a whole entire study on this, correct? On the
I'm
whole
pretty
entire
sure
thing.
there's a whole study.
But women, since they're a lot more softer, they want to be more like the friend,
Yeah, they
and
wanna
like
be their
and
little
like
girlfriend.
they lose the whole entire parental aspect of
Mm-hmm.
it, and that's kind of where you raise kind of like a kid that may not be that good socially, may not be that good in the real world. Let's be honest.
No, yeah, 100%.
Because you're not
facts.
raising you're raising like someone that's very soft. You know what I mean? So now I want to read Mink's comment because like she has like two of them, and so it says my oldest son's dad wanted to prove he's better than me by buying our kids everything all the time because I couldn't afford much. He tells our kids I'm poor and he's better than me because he has money. That's fucked up. You see what I mean? Like if you're not working as a team,
Yeah.
even if he
It's
had
not gonna work.
even if he has more money, why are you gonna down the other parent? That's you're the mother, which is crazy. It's like why do you want to paint that picture? But it goes to that like I'm better, and that's the problem because I'm assuming at this point you were divorced and everything, or you know weren't together, so it shouldn't be that way. It's both for your kids. Why are you gonna down the mother? If anything, you should be saying you respect your mother. You know what I mean? You to down someone else, but that goes beyond, I think, parenting. That just goes to like, no offense, I'm sorry to say
That's
it, but like
just a
he's just a
relationship.
the guy's a shitty person. When you do that, you're just like an all around shitty person. If you're doing that to the mother of your child, then like you'll do that shit to your own mother. You know what I mean? There's no limits to just the shittiness
At
of
the
that.
end of the day, like when a relationship turns into where it involves kids, like you should be viewing the woman or the father on a different level than just some average girlfriend. 'Cause
Yeah,
now
for
it's
sure,
like,
for sure.
Now it's like, oh, if I had a baby moms, I'd be like, oh, regardless of what we're going through,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're gonna be. I will look at you differently because you're the mother of my kids. I'm gonna treat you with as much of respect as I can, even if I don't like you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because the whole point of it is,
or at least
about
not
the
paint a
kid.
bad image to your kid about
you know
your
what I'm saying?
like.
But you gotta think that's what happens, especially when they talk shit in front of the other brand new person.
Mm-hmm.
They do, and the kid's gonna hear that, and then the kid's gonna repeat that, and then the kid's gonna repeat that to the other parent,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna cause a fight and be like, "Why are you talking about my kids?" And
Yeah, but
all that drama.
even if you're together and everything, you're not always gonna agree on everything.
No, not at all.
Absolutely.
That's everybody has their own opinions, views, everything. Doesn't matter if you're together, but you're not the same people at all.
And
There's a lot of things that we're so like me and my girl, we're just so different on. We obviously agree on a lot of things. That's why there's a relationship there, but we don't agree on everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's one of the two: compromise or agree to disagree.
And I could agree with that because, like, you guys know the whole story with what I went through for the 6-year relationship I had. We didn't have no kids,
Yeah.
but it was like, oh, I can relate to Mink. She made way more money than I did.
Mm-hmm.
She had her whole career, but then it was like, I felt like I was looked down upon because I didn't make as much.
Yeah.
And then I felt like, oh, and then you can feel that lack of appreciation because, oh, she's like, oh, I do so much. I pay so much with like, I pay the rent, for example. I pay this.
Yeah.
But then it's like, on the flip side, you really don't do nothing for yourself. I do everything for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, there's that appreciation. Just because I don't make that much money than you, I still make up for it because of what I give into the relationship.
But then even
in
to
the
like,
same way as the other person.
but then even to down someone like that, it's just so fucked up. You know what I mean? Instead, why not just say like, I want to help you grow too.
Yeah, but it's
I
not.
can
It's,
help you become this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's really what our partners should be here for, to back someone, to back your partner, to be there for them, to whenever they're down, you tell them like, listen, I got your fucking back. It doesn't matter if I make this much more money.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, I make this much more money for us.
See,
I don't make this much more money for myself to say, oh, I make this much more money. But at the end of the day, cutting real quick to that, no offense to you, but that girl, she was like, she was a fucking joke.
She was
a joke. Every chance she had to fucking to boast about herself, she would always boast about herself. It would be all the fucking time. I remember every time we used to go out to dinner, she would always bring up like, oh, I got a promotion. I was like, how many promotions did you really get? Or is this the same promotion you're talking about, girl? Like no hate, but like, you could tell when someone's doing it just to gas their fucking heads up.
Yeah, some people.
And she was just gassing her fucking.
Love to tap their own. Tap their own shoulders, toot their own horn. And you know what? That's the problem with these men out there that oh, I'm better. No, bro, it's not about being better. It's about It's about raising your child right. That's what it's really about. It's not you're separated. Okay, whether it was cheating, whether you guys decided we don't love each other, whatever. You had a child. He's what mattered first. You put him first and only him first, and you have to agree on something no matter what. Yeah. And you don't shit on the other person. She won't shit on you, and he won't shit on her. You know what I mean? That's all it really is all about. All that fucking, oh, I'm better because I have money. Bro, what's that? When he grows up, he's going to realize who was the better parent.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bro, 100%. He's going to realize, he's going to know himself, bro, my mom is the shit.
You could have a parent that has the most money, but that doesn't mean that you're a good fucking parent. You could be the shittiest fucking parent and be a fucking millionaire. How many of these fucking kids do we see out there, right? Out there in the fucking limelight, that they have all these rich parents, celebrities and shit like that, which are probably shitty ass parents, and they don't even look at Northwest, right? Is that Northwest? She has her mom that has. I mean, they both have a lot of money, but if in reality we're gonna talk about it, like Kim Kardashian, she's honestly like just such a garbage parent. You could just tell. You know what I mean? Yes, she has all this money, and I'm not saying Kanye's any better, but I feel like he's more grounded. He's more like, he's definitely more grounded and not what like just like, oh, I have all this, blah blah. You know what I mean? Like just bullshit.
I think Kanye didn't grow up in the limelight either.
Yeah, he
parents'
had to achieve
style is different because remember, he didn't have that.
Yeah.
Come on, he didn't have a mom that literally sold your sex tapes.
Yeah, for sure. And she already started off with money. Her dad was a lawyer.
Basically.
They had fucking money at the end of the day. They had money.
Yeah,
but I want to read some of these comments real quick if we don't mind. So Mink was like, haha, my kid always knew what was going on. Wait, what he was getting whooped for. We talk about it, then he get punished, then we talk about it again. See, that's good. That's how you're supposed to do it. Mina said, our father does this still to this day. I'm assuming had to do.
Yeah, because, shout out to my mom, too. My mom has always been...
Shout out to our moms.
Moms in general,
Shout
right?
Out to,
like,
to the
right,
moms
but, I grew up in a single-family home, too. Like, my father walked out at a certain point, and then, my mom always tried to make it clear, like, to him, because, he's stupid, that, it doesn't matter. Them, it's what about me and my two sisters.
Yeah, what about you?
But like that's the problem with a lot of relationships. There's so much animosity built because you don't want to be with me, and I can't get over the fact that you don't want to be with me and you want to be with somebody else. That it just translates down. Yeah. And it just shouldn't really be that way, especially when it involves kids. Yeah. And I'm like, I can kind of agree, growing up with my mom, like, my mom was always my mom tried to play both parts, but it's like, because she tried to do she loved a lot, and you can tell with her lessons that she was trying to give tough love, but it wasn't really tough because it's like, for me, it's not really manly. Yeah. So there's a different kind of tough love because they raise you to be, what you expect, that you got to put up that shield, how to take certain things. Yeah. And those are the things, I can say that I learned from both of you guys, because I didn't have any personal, like actual brothers growing up. And then when I met you guys, I learned all those things. Yeah. Through you, and then with your father, and I learned all of that. But everything that I needed, I got from my mom. Yeah, for sure. Right, but then everything I was missing, I had to learn through myself or through somebody else. Yeah. So it's like you get what you need, but you got to be ready to accept the information from wherever it's coming from. And a lot of people don't realize that, and they overlook it, and it turns in. It either take advantage of it or they realize it when it's too late.
But at least you were smart enough to notice the difference from masculinity and toxic masculinity, because there's two different things. There's two whole different things. Like, there's masculinity and then there's fucking men that are just so toxic that it's just like it's disgusting.
You know,
Honestly,
sometimes I believe that life plays out a certain way. If you don't have your dad, he probably wasn't even supposed to be there.
yeah,
Because you turn out great, bro.
yeah,
100%, you turn out great.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
you didn't even need him.
for sure.
You know-
Yeah, and shout out to your moms for that.
Mhm.
'cause
So
she
we
did a
had
good job.
I just want to read some more of the comments. Hip hop said used to make my kids do exercises instead
that's-
of whooping him.
That's different.
I wish I
That
wish I
I'm
had
like, I
that.
wish
you
I
know how
did that.
jacked we would have been if we did that.
Your kids must be fucking jacked. Either
Yeah.
that or they're the best kids ever. One
be
of the
like
two.
the best shape.
One
They're
of,
doing-
it's either they're the best, like they're in the best shape, or they're like the best fucking kids ever. One of the two, definitely.
That's
for
a
sure.
good,
Like
that's a
Tama
good
level.
punishment though.
That is
I might do that. Be
that's
like do some
smart.
push-ups, but I'll do it with them so like they
Yeah.
can see like, or I'll make them do like wall sits with the plate.
Yeah.
That shit hurts.
Yeah.
That shit hurts. And you think 30 seconds is a short amount of time? It's not long. It's a long. That's
it's
a long
like a
fucking
plank
time.
for 30
That's
seconds.
a
A
long
plank for
fucking
30
time.
seconds is a lot.
Stay
So-
scheming also said if you didn't get it the first time, you get in hands and feet the second time.
For real. So Mink also said, my kid is almost 20 now, and he'll tell you he loved the time I spent with him more than all the things his dad got because it made us close, and we have the strongest relationship.
I
That's
told you he
awesome.
would know. You know what I mean? It's just he would know who was good for him. You know what I mean? The lessons.
Yeah.
He'll know.
You know, I learned a lot, and it's like, you know, one of the biggest things I've learned through you guys and through my own humbling experience. Stain Scheming even knows I had to really learn what's meant for you is gonna come for you,
Absolutely.
and that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and because of that, it prevents you from really forgiving.
Yeah.
So it's like once you learn that forgiveness, and even I had to go through that for a long time. And when I really learned that forgiveness, and once all of you guys that are going through the same thing out there, you know, as soon as you guys are ready and you really go deep into that actual forgiveness, you're gonna feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not what they think; it's what you think and what you feel in your heart
Yeah.
and what you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then shout out to Uncle Jim. My uncle, like, you know, he didn't know me at all. And then it was like, oh, he married into one of my aunts on the, I guess on the my grandmother's sister's side, like on the other side. And he really did look out for me, like, you know,
Was that the one, the bowling one?
the bowling one.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's why I fell in love with bowling. Like, you never
Yeah.
think I would,
Yeah.
but it was like, you know,
I remember.
I had
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
going through that phase where it's like, oh, you know, you feel lost, you don't have the dad around, and then
Yeah.
it's like, you somebody's actually seeking out for you.
Yeah, father figure.
So it's like, oh, you gravitate towards that, and you
Yeah.
know, it's something you wish you had,
And you
then it's like-
appreciate it.
and you appreciate it, like, you know, and he had no reason to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely no.
No,
reason
that's
to
really really sweet, and you know that's a man that you know definitely
we
deserves
can't-
his flowers.
And the
'cause-
crazy thing is, like, we don't even look even closely alike. You know, I'm Puerto Rican, and then he's a straight Irish white guy.
Yeah,
So it's like, you know, naturally, like, you don't think.
yeah. When you have
They
people
would
like
attract.
that, they're like gems, man.
Yeah, they
for
are
real. They're
gems.
just like these gems that like you really gotta appreciate, and you gotta really just be thankful for everything they did for you, because it's like you didn't have to go out of your way to do it, man. You did that because you're just a all around good person. You know what I mean? You have more than just like yourself in your head. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
care about it.
You know, and you know, this month, you know, I don't know if everybody's been paying attention. Like, this May was Mental Health Awareness Month, so I've been going out making sure, like, I post different quotes,
Yeah.
going out letting everybody know, because mental health is actually a
No,
big
it's a
deal,
real thing.
and it's overlooked. And even next month, I believe it's June or July, is men's mental health, which is one of the most overlooked things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
men
men's
shouldn't
mental
cry.
health- men's-
men just have
You know what
to
I'm saying?
soak it up, and that's it. Just
And
keep
and
moving.
men's mental health is overlooked by the Pride Month, because
Yeah.
they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, so it's like, oh, and then people don't realize I think the majority of suicide is men,
Yeah.
and it's not, and a lot of times it's over a woman, which is
Yeah.
crazy. A lot of times it's because we don't feel heard.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's because we're not appreciated, and those are the things. Because even though it's already at this point, it's oversaturated, it's over talked about, but it's actually true. Like, you know, you're expected to be something that you're not when you're really, and you're expected to be this cold person, and the women nowadays really don't really, a lot of women that you do meet don't really see it, and when you do see, you get that woman that actually sees you for you,
Yeah.
you should latch onto it, because those are the people that you would normally want. But no, people want the girl that looks amazing, that can give two shits for you, and all of that. But then it's because they say it's the girl that you don't want is the one
That's
that
the one
you
that's
should
right
get.
for you. Yeah.
And it's like the girl that you do want is the one that can drop you for anything. Like Meek Mill, you know, he's like, oh, never trust a girl that would leave you for some purses.
Yeah.
So it's like, and because a lot of girls either want the girls want
Material girls.
they want something they can get out of you,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, I didn't feel that 100% when I was with that relationship, but it's like it kind of felt that way because it's like no matter what I did, it's like I literally was like exhausted throughout the day because I did everything, and then it was like when I asked you to help me, you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it, so it's like, yeah, I want to be with you, but then it was like I felt to the point where I just didn't want to be around you.
Yeah.
So it's like I was already growing animosity in a relationship that should have never had that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You know, so it was like you gotta, and then that's when, you know, Angel, you know, shout out to Angel. You know, I talk about him a lot. I'm gonna try to get him on the pod for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
He is an awesome guy. He's very humble. He's very loving, and he's very deep. So he should be on here as many times as he wants.
Yeah.
But you know, he's another one that always told me choose your battles.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Right, and I didn't know that either, and
A lot
that
of
was
people need
something
to
I had
learn
learned
that.
from that. You choose your battles. What is it really worth fighting for? And that's something that can revolve anywhere. To work,
Yeah.
your parents, your children,
Anything, bro.
any interaction.
Everything.
I was just telling Errol about that. A lot of times when I'm at work, like the customers test you,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, you get pissed off. I can be a hothead, but it's like at the end of the day, do you really want to push it? And even Stay Scheming told me this many times. Do you really want to? You don't know who that person really is. You know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really go and fight with some rando, you don't know who they are, who they're related
Oh,
to,
yeah.
what kind of power they have,
That's for sure.
and you don't know how far they're willing to go. You know how far you're willing to go.
Absolutely.
So it's like you don't know if they're gonna come back. You don't know how many people they're gonna bring back,
Yeah.
and you don't know
Well, you don't know what they have on them right there.
exactly, and you don't know what the cost is. The cost can be your job, or it can be
Your life. Yeah.
So what
not
is,
worth it.
and it's like, are you willing to lose
Yeah.
for pride?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and that's one of the hardest things that everyone has, man or woman, has to come up with, has to deal with, you know.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes, and that's one of the biggest things with raising a child, is pride.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got to put your pride aside to work
Yeah.
with the other person.
For
You
sure,
have to.
100%. Yeah.
That's
But mental health is also a big thing. You know?
mental health
And,
is the biggest thing.
it's big, but honestly, like I feel like men's mental health is definitely really not talked about a lot.
No.
You know what I mean? It's more like women because they're more emotional in the sense of like they're more emotional beings. Like compared to a man, a woman will show their emotions no matter what. You know what I mean? When a man really just kind of just holds it in and just tries to power through most of everything, you know, and it's like we're also human. We also have feelings. We also have, you know, a mind that overthinks when we hear something that's just like harsh on us.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, let's be honest, and it's just like some shit, and not to down women, but like some women can really say some vicious fucking
vicious shit.
things.
I mean,
Vicious things
it
that
always
could
hurts
really just
more
break
when
you
it
down.
comes from somebody that you care about.
That you love.
Yeah.
It means the most. It means the most, and that's the thing. It's
and
just
they're,
like
they're the
oof.
ones that can make you like really spiral you down through crazy depression.
Oh
off
yeah,
off of that shit.
for sure.
Have you guys like seen that Lil Boozy video? And he's talking about how, like, you know, you get into a fight with the woman, and he's like, the guy can say something to the woman, but it'll hurt 10 times more when the girl says it back to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a woman knows how to cut into you,
Yeah.
especially when she knows you, especially when she loves you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you love her. And it's like, you know, they say the guy doesn't want to do to show the emotions, but men are very emotional creatures as well. But we just hide that through our anger when we get angry.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll mask it with
That's
anger.
where the anger is, all the pain. It comes out.
Yeah.
So all that pain is your truth,
Yeah.
and that's the emotion.
We're just a lot of men translate their pain into anger. It's
Yeah.
true.
Because it's not able to be funneled out. If it was able to be easily accepted and it was able to be,
Because you know the thing is like if a man cries, oh that's not manly. A man shouldn't be crying. Well, why you're a man? Why are you crying?
look at Andrew Tate.
What do you mean?
He's like, oh, like a man shouldn't be crying. That's not a man. That's a bitch. You know, you shouldn't be simping over women. But it's like there's a difference between a simp and a guy that knows his worth. Because it's like, yeah, you're supposed to simp for the girl that you love. I don't understand it. It's called being a gentleman, and it's called showing that you care. So of course that girl should be getting more than any other girl should be getting. So because I'm like, you're not gonna do the same things for Violetta that you're gonna do for some random chick.
Yeah.
And
well, not vice versa.
or vice versa. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
levels to it, and it's like, you know, you shouldn't even want to do that in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, and that shouldn't even be downsized. It shouldn't even be frowned upon in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that woman should know your deepest, you know, your demons should know your feelings, should know, you know, what actually keeps you going. And a lot of the times it's that person.
Yeah. 100%. But men out there, if you guys are going through depression, just know you guys matter.
Yeah, you
And
If
do
you
matter.
guys need, just talk to someone. You know what I mean? There's hotlines, and if you guys have friends, talk to your friends. You know what I mean? If they're your real friend and they really care, they'll sit there and they'll listen.
They'll listen, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you guys ever even need just an ear to talk to, hit us on our DMs. We'll listen to you guys. You know what I mean? Honestly, right now it's not Men's Month, but
It's everyone's
it's
month.
everyone's
Yeah.
month.
But
And-
and that's for everyone. Like, if anyone needs to reach out or talk to about anything, even if we're talking about anything, we could be talking about cars.
Mhm.
And if you got something that's on your mind that you want us to talk about, put it in the comments. We read it. We see everything.
Yeah.
We shout out everybody that's in here. Thank you for watching with us. Thank you for joining our conversation, joining our On One family.
Mhm.
Right? You know, the point of all of this is, you know, we're having these conversations, we're spreading our thoughts, but it's like somebody out there, and even us, can learn something or can needed to hear this in the first place. So it's like it's meant for somebody, even if that one person.
Yeah, even if it touches that one person, then you know what? I feel like we did.
Yeah, we did
We
our
did
part,
something.
yeah.
We did our part in
Yeah.
helping. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, this was never meant to even get to this level.
No, it wasn't.
We had topics.
This
and-
wasn't the
and-
topics that we were gonna reach.
and
So who knows?
Who knows? We were meant to speak upon this.
Yeah, who knows?
So I don't know. It
Yeah.
almost seems like we don't even need the old topics we had.
No, we don't. So we have Mink saying men's mental health is so overlooked. People need to learn to not make men feel like shit for having feelings. It's true. And then she also said, I always try to be the friend I want to have, someone who is there for people, understanding and just there to listen. Some people just need to vent through things. Let them vent, talk, cry, yell. 100%. You know what I mean? Mink, you're a great friend though, you know, so for sure. And that's really what people need too. You got to be able to really let people talk.
Yeah.
So people need to be heard. Sometimes people really, really need to be heard. You don't understand that one person that you let vent to you, or that you can vent to, that could have saved your life or could have saved their life right then and there. That could have stopped them from doing something dramatic that can ruin their life forever. You know, maybe not even hurting themselves, but hurting someone else. You know, it really goes that far. And this goes to every mental health. You know what I mean? You really got to sit there and be that person for someone. You know, you can't just, some people just think that being a friend is just me. No, it's not. Being a friend is like,
It's a two-way street.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
not
two-way
just
street.
hanging out.
Yeah.
Speak your mind.
yeah, talk to me if you got some.
Talk to one another,
Mhm.
bro. Tell each other, you know, your hurts, your pains, bro. All that it helps. It's just not about hanging out and chilling and doing shit. It's talking too.
Yeah.
You know, conversation goes a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
for sure.
you could really help somebody at a certain point. You just don't know it. You need to talk to
Yeah.
one another.
And I feel like some people too are just like, as you know, individuals, we also sometimes like think that we can't talk to people because like we'll be weak. You know what I mean? What's the word? Vulnerable.
Yeah.
Some people think vulnerability is a bad thing when it's really a good
No.
thing.
It's
Not at all.
probably one of the strongest things you can do, because you
Yeah.
could make, you can empathize with people, you can
Yeah.
relate to people.
And you can
because
grow.
One of the biggest problems with today's society is that we're all focused on our own bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the phone. Like look at us on the train. Imagine going on the train in New York and nobody pays attention to anybody.
Yeah.
It's like nobody exists but what's in right in front of their phones.
Mhm.
So it's like, that's why, going back to what I said earlier, you don't know what kind of day that person could be having.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the day that pushes them, they could snap. And then, you know, that's where, you know, the school shooters,
Mm-hmm.
people that shoot up Walmarts all the damn time. I don't know what people have to do, why they hate Walmart, but like, it happens at Walmart. But it's like, you could be that person to light the fire,
Mm-hmm.
start the match, and then everything, the domino effect comes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, or you can just cost your own self your own life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I always take things now, I look at life differently, and I'm like, things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
So it's like, even though I went through the relationship that I did for 6 years. It's a learning experience.
Mhm.
You know, things, it was meant to be because I met people from it.
Yeah.
I met one of my great friends, Angel,
Mhm.
and you know, because I was going through it, me and him bonded through it, and we still talk to this day. I love him like I love you guys.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you know, he was going through things, and because he was able to talk to me,
Mhm.
you know, it helped him.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and one of the things that I hold to myself, you know, if he ever comes on here and he wants to talk about his stories, that's up to him. But one of the things he always said to me, he's like, you know, one of the things that I appreciate, he said to me, he's like, one of the things I appreciate about you is your energy, your positivity. You know, with what I'm going through, it's like you bring a light to my own life.
Mhm.
No,
So it's like, oh, you know, like it's like I kind of like I feel like I was meant to meet him.
yeah,
Yeah.
nah. Some people
You
with
know?
good vibes really help a person when they're
Mhm.
down. You don't realize that it makes a total difference. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like a supercharge to your own self. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like whatever you're just letting out from your body, he's absorbing it, and
Yeah.
it's
And vice versa.
it's vice versa. It's a huge thing, and you know,
Mhm.
if he was feeling down, you're vibing him out now, and he's go back and forth,
Yeah.
and he might do that for somebody else. You don't know,
Yeah.
but it helps. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
really does. Conversation and getting to know one another. Just point communication, something that we don't really have anymore because of these things right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's important.
Like people don't realize how much an act of kindness goes. A
Mhm.
true act of genuine, not no publicity TikToker. Oh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh my God! Like here's some money, but then you got the guy at the phone. Nobody notices.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, really, bro? Like, what? Like, no, but that dude didn't notice the cameraman watching you do
Yeah,
this on
for
purpose.
sure.
It's
Which
not
I
genuine.
mean, it's not genuine, but you know, look,
the idea is
here's
genuine,
here's the thing about
but-
that, right? Like it's not genuine for sure because you're doing it for likes and you're getting back from it because you know,
Yeah, for sure.
obviously you get paid for that video and everything like that. But if you take it away as more like the message that you should do something good, you know, because at the end of the day, you have people that they'll watch something and they'll be like, I want to do that.
Mhm.
So it's not a bad message to let out, like, you know, do something for someone else, because then other people will do stuff for other people, and then that's how it gets spread about. You know what I mean? It's better to have a video like that, someone helping someone else, than have a video of someone fucking smacking the fuck out of someone random just for like a like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather a million times watch a video of someone giving someone a fucking dollar
Yeah,
than
dollar
smacking
or-
someone in the face
Yeah, but
for a like.
but the actual, the more times that kind of video gets spread, it's like the actual message that was meant for that video is gone.
Not really. It's
know what I'm saying?
it's only gone when you think of it in the way of like, oh, this person made money off that video. But if you think of it in the sense of like, oh, this person actually did something good for someone else, that's nice.
Yeah, but how
Then you could take that and you can pass that forward.
Look.
Yeah, but it's like how I'm sorry, but it's like how do you know that the only reason why that person even wanted to do the video, like you did this video, you give the guy the money, and your video has 1 million views, 1 million likes,
Well-
but then I'm like, okay, if I do this, I can blow up just like him.
But there's a lot of people that take and won't even make a video off of it. They'll see that video and they'll be like, this inspired me the next day
to do it.
to do it without having to video it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's like-
it's the ones that don't video it are the ones that are you can say are probably the
No,
most-
but I'm saying if that video wasn't out and it didn't exist, who knows? That maybe didn't inspire someone the next day to do it.
Yeah.
So it's really not a bad thing.
I mean-
Again, I'd rather see that than to see these stupid ass videos of people doing stupid ass pranks that hurt people and are just stupid and fucking dumb. I'd rather 100,000,000% see that video. I mean, look at Mr. Beast. Some people could say, "Oh, Mr. Beast is all this. He's doing it all for the money, all for the..." But he's helped more people than most people in this world have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
You
mean?
guys
what-
saw about the
you-
Mr.
you-
Beast burger, right? Like how it saved during COVID.
You
Yeah,
hear
save businesses.
him doing that helped more people than actually all these other Kim Kardashians and the
For
Kanye
sure,
West
100%.
and the Drakes and all
yeah,
that shit.
And yeah, he made money on it, but who gives a fuck how many people did he help though? You know what I mean? And that's the point.
Yeah.
You see, looking at it that way that you're looking at it, like, oh, this guy's not doing it genuinely.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
But
100
he's letting out a message that's better than most messages
Most
that we
messages
get
that are
out
getting out.
today, though. Honestly.
Right, and Mr. Beast even tells you, like, he's like, okay, like say you do this whole, he does like a whole 24-hour kind of like challenge, and then you win a plane. He's like, no, I know. He's like, he gives you a plane, he gives you money, and he's like, okay, I know affording a plane is expensive. He's like, just sell it back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it off of you, and then you don't have to pay the taxes on the plane,
Yeah.
and you get to keep a percentage of the money you have, and it's more than worth having the plane.
Yeah.
So he's like, people don't think about that. He's like, I'm helping you, and I'm also helping you in a different way if you really just do your homework and.
Yeah.
Or you just ask him. I'm assuming.
That's why I say Mr. Beast is definitely one of the best YouTubers out there, and that's why he's so successful. I mean, you know, obviously he makes money off of it, but everybody got to eat. But for the most part, he's doing so much better than
all the other
like 90% of YouTubers. Like, let's be honest right now.
And the majority of his videos is him giving away money.
Yeah, exactly.
You just gotta make the video out of it, but you can earn money.
And now, is there something wrong with him making a video of it? No, there's not.
It's like what I mean is like you're going up to the randomest homeless guy in the street, and it's like, oh my god, I see you looking like this, whatever. You give him $1, and it's like, why do you have to record that?
Yeah, you don't have to, but again, people get too hung up on the video and not the message, and that's the problem. People, because you'll see the comments all the time, like, oh, that's so corny, oh, it's so ungenuine. Fuck the video.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's what I think.
Besides bitching on the fucking comments. I guarantee he didn't do anything today. This guy did. You know what I mean? Mink left a comment. When I was younger, I didn't know I could talk about how I was feeling. I reached the bottom of depression and I tried to take my life. Luckily, I'm still here and I can be here for others. Sorry to hear that, but you know what? I bet you're a whole bunch stronger and you're helping out a whole bunch more people that are and probably went through what you went through. So, you know what I mean? Who knows how many people you helped keep here.
Helped, yeah.
You know?
Like, humanity is a precious thing. And it's like, you know, even though we are different as a people, we're different people, we come from different backgrounds, we come from different households, different cultures, different upbringings, but we're all similar.
Yeah,
because we all go through similar problems, similar scenarios, similar feelings. And you know, this is why, like, they when it comes down to those AA kind of groups, we all can relate, because it's crazy how, you know, in your own little bubble, you think it's just you, but there's also thousands of people in that same exact bubble. And your bubble just became from suffocating to bigger, because now somebody else can alleviate some of that pain that you have. You didn't even realize it.
Hip Hop said, I normally feed the homeless folks, but I never record it. That's good that you do,
awesome.
man. Honestly.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's awesome. And you don't need to record.
You don't need to record, but if you decide to do it, you still did something good for somebody.
You still did it.
And you're amazing for that.
For sure. But yeah, man, it's, you know, some people, again, they get too hung up on the video instead of the message. I think the message is still good.
But I'm like, it's not that they get, I feel like it's not that they get hung up on the video. They get hung up on the idea that they could make money off of a video like that, instead of the idea of spreading a message like that. Which is why I'm like, oh, the message is overlooked by the gain. So it's like playing telephone. You know, you're trying to convey the message of, oh, give back to those that need it. But no, it comes into, oh, if you do this, I can gain from all of this. Or what can, it just always comes down to, no matter what the issue is, no matter what you want, it's always personal gain. And that's what the problems with all these wars and all these issues is, personal goddamn gain.
Yeah, it's all about profit. No, 100%. You're not wrong on that.
What can we gain from going to space? What can we gain from going and invading over here? What can we gain from taking from over here? What can we gain? What can I gain from bothering you? What can I gain from shopping here?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
You're not wrong. 100%.
Like, is everybody really? Can people really be that selfish?
Yeah, they can.
They can.
We're seeing it right
now.
Sad
sad facts in these days. Yeah, people are that selfish, and how much money do you actually need? You know what I mean? Like,
it's like what I know everybody's seen that video of Tupac, right? He's talking about, oh, he's like, there shouldn't be people with millions of dollars and people that are living on the streets. There shouldn't be people that are fighting wars and not getting help. There shouldn't be people with, like he also said, millions of dollars and they don't have a place to live. There's people with millions of dollars and they don't got a penny to their name. And it shouldn't be like that. Everybody should be helping others. But yet, it also feels like these big name people's like For example, like The Rock and all of that, they only give back for a tax write-off.
No, we should help out people though. People should help out people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Only because you do have all this money. You know, if you earned it, you know,
Yeah,
that's fine. But it also doesn't mean that you should be fucking greedy, dude. Like, people are like so fucking greedy. Like, bruh, if I ever make it, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the biggest things. Like, I want to give back so much, you know what I mean? And I want to help a lot of like causes and a lot of people. And really, like, I just think about it and I'm just like, dude, I would try to give a lot back, you know, because like, first off, you don't need fucking millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Like,
No.
I'm happy today, and I don't have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Me neither.
You know, having $1 million, I'm pretty sure would make me very happy.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Look, it definitely goes a long way, but money's not everything. You know, whoever I talk, you know, people I talk to, I always tell them money's not everything. You're not gonna take it with you, and if you could do something good while you're here, like help, like we want to do when we eventually get to that point, we're gonna do it, and it's more like it's satisfying to see that you're actually doing for somebody else. You know what I mean?
you could change someone's
You could
life.
change somebody's life, and it's not always about your own. So, you know. And I still say to this day to anybody watching this podcast, money's not everything. And if you can help somebody, help somebody.
For sure.
Right, but do it for the right reasons.
No, for sure, 100%. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it for that feeling in the heart. You're human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they also say like the people with all that money are the most miserable people.
For sure.
Look at all the issues that you see in celebrity Hollywood.
Bro, there's only so much
it's
money you
insane.
can spend and get. You know what I mean? Like after you have everything,
Yeah.
what else do you do?
No, it's true though.
You know what I mean?
It's true. You can have so much money, you can literally have everything. Like, what the fuck else do you
What
need?
was the point?
Well, why do you need fucking 10 cars?
Yeah.
Why the
Their
fuck
logic
do you
is
need
like,
10
oh,
cars?
like I did this, it's mine. You're not entitled to it.
Mhm.
Absolutely, like nobody's entitled to anything people have.
Mhm.
But it's like, you don't have to. You know, we're not entitled to it, but you should have that want to help homeless people, people that are sick. You should have that want to do that because it's just the right thing to do. You know,
Mhm.
and it's
And nobody's saying give out all your fucking money either.
No,
like
no,
don't
nobody's-
go broke over that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't go
That's
broke
not
over
smart.
it.
You know, help
but
within
but-
your means.
But 5% of a million could really change someone's fucking life. Say that much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like, look at Redman. Like, Redman, like, you know, like, for example, if a celebrity like Redman, with all this money, lived like if he was poor,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be rich forever.
Yeah.
You'd literally be rich forever. Like that MTV crib shit, was his actual house. He lives in Newark.
Yeah, he had what, singles for bread.
You know what I'm saying? You live like you don't.
Yeah.
You live like you don't. Like, it's saving money. You live like you don't have it, and you'll end up having a lot.
But you also have to be careful who you like, what charities and everything you give money to. 'Cause
No,
there's a
for
lot of
sure.
fucking
Like
charities. out
Salvation
there.
Army is like bad, and
Yeah, a
there's
lot
a
of
lot of
these,
drama.
a lot of these charities, you got to look at the percentages that they're actually helping other people and they're keeping on
Yeah,
their
keeping
pocket
a
because
percentage of themselves.
because
Yeah.
like they'll keep a fucking beautiful chunk of that fucking money. So it's like, yeah, you're helping rich people get rich. Like nobody needs to help rich people get fucking rich. Let's be honest.
that's why they say the rich only get richer and the poor only get poor. And I'm like, isn't like nowadays like the middle class getting erased now?
There's
Oh yeah,
such
there's
thing.
no
there's no middle class.
Middle
bro.
class is like
It's gone.
non-existent
It's
right
gone, brother.
now. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, this spiraled. I think our first topic was kind of like, well, how can we change the world? Leave down below. What do you think can actually help change this world for the better? What's one thing out there that you really think can make a humongous difference? You know what I mean? What's one change that you guys really believe in that can actually do it? Honestly, I want to hear it.
Yeah, no. It's
I
very
would
interesting.
love to hear it. Honestly, I want to know everybody's take on it because for sure, I mean, some ideas would be nice. We can send it up. We'll send it up. Look, and they'll just like ball it up and like throw it away.
Yeah,
In the
right.
trash.
I don't
They're like,
give a-
that's not gonna make me money.
Yeah, that's
I know.
like, yeah, no, for real.
Twisting the money, that's not gonna make me money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, sad facts, but yeah.
Rich laugh.
Yeah, for real.
Cue the rich laugh.
Cue the monocle.
Seriously.
Yeah, for real.
Oh man.
It's
But yeah, it really spiraled into a
It
whole
did,
different
bro. We can, this
into a
is
different topic. So only what, 2 hours, almost 2 hours,
Yeah.
and we didn't talk about nothing we were supposed to. But you know what? This is better.
Yeah.
It is
Honestly,
way
this was
better.
better, 100% better. It was genuine.
This was our
and,
personal
you know,
heart cast.
and still,
Yeah.
and still, honestly, you know what, Ma, abuelita, shout out to you,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and to all the people with the positive vibes,
Yeah,
because
for sure.
y'all really do help. You don't even know it.
Yeah, 100%.
Them vibes is crazy. So Manny, shout out to you, brother.
Shout out.
You got
to,
some
shout out-
vibes.
Shout out to my dad, because I mean, like, listen, I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to have a father, and I'll say, like, my father is definitely like definitely someone I really look up to as well. You know what I mean? He came from nothing, literally from a whole different country, and he did his thing. He grinded, and you know he really did his thing. So that's something that I look up to a whole bunch. You know what I mean? So I definitely am not gonna forget my father in this, because I again am lucky enough to have a father. So
Mhm.
thank you to him, and thank you for being a great father. And Mom, thank you for being a great mother, because you definitely were a great mother too. Well, are a great mother.
Mhm.
You know what
Shout
I
out
mean?
to the single moms
Single
Shout
mom,
doing
single
out there.
parents doing your thing.
Shout out to the single dads doing your thing out there,
Mhm.
bro. Because you know,
Mm-hmm.
y'all do your thing too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
y'all matter too, for sure.
y'all matter for
100%.
sure. So single moms, single dads, bro. Shout out to you,
Mm-hmm.
making it happen.
Like, these are the parents that are making a difference in the world, putting a stamp on life,
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
and they don't even realize it. That's why, like, when you know, when the time comes, when the unfortunate times when they pass and everything, it really it's a
Yeah.
change, because you know your whole world is gone,
Yeah.
and you would really think about that, because you grow up with the mother's love, and now it's gone. Like, you always have that rock that you can fall onto.
Yeah.
Because that's, my mom is always like, at the end of the day, regardless, I always got your back in anything.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
So it's like, and I know a lot of I know every parent is like that with their kids.
Well, not every, but good ones are.
But the
A
good
lot,
ones.
they're supposed to.
Yeah, when I
They're
say
supposed
shout out to single moms and single dads, is y'all good
Yeah,
ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're out there fucking trying to club every fucking
Yeah.
day and fucking leaving your kid with someone else,
Yeah, word.
go fuck yourself,
Yeah.
because you're a shitty fucking parent.
They're gonna spiral to another thing.
You're a shitty fucking parent. Nah, for
Yeah.
real. You got parents that are just
Those
so.
are the sperm donors.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
got parents out there that are so fucking dog shit. Let me
Mhm.
tell you, you got parents
you,
out
you
there
do,
that
you do.
they'll fucking sit there and they'd rather fucking leave. They'd rather leave fucking their kids with grandma and grandpa.
I'd rather be a woman than
Yeah.
a mom.
Yeah, I bet you, and go get your fucking pussy itched.
Yeah.
I've seen that before. And then guess what? The grandma gets nothing at the end of the day. She gets the fucking shit end of the stick. Can't even see her great grandkids and everything. That's fucked up.
But anyway, so are we gonna talk about any other actual topics, or are we gonna leave it on the good vibes, or are we gonna do unboxings or no? Or is it
We
just
could
too good?
We could probably cut it, and then we could probably just do like separate videos for the unboxings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we got time. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
We're probably gonna cut it short today, guys. It's Thursday. We'll probably like do a little bit shorter, and we're also probably gonna do some videos. I mean, if you want to show them real quick, you can show them, and then
Okay.
we're gonna do an unboxing of
So-
the.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So
Make it like he's gonna get loud again. No, I'm not gonna get that loud. It's alright.
it's not a rant day.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
not.
It's not a rant day.
It doesn't always have to
We're
happen.
gonna spare you.
But
We're gonna spare you.
when
the
we
rant.
get it, we're gonna enjoy the shit out of it.
Today was a peaceful, loving day.
Yeah, I think that's
You
how
know,
we're gonna
on
end it.
one spreads the heart
Yeah.
onto you guys, and you gave it back to us. We learned from you guys. You guys spread your stories,
Mm-hmm.
and we shared a bit of ours.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and that's part of building a relationship, because we're all supposed to be a
Like-
family.
like a
We're all
family,
on
yeah.
one together. We can't do this without you,
Mm-hmm.
and we're only here for you, and we're
Mm.
only here for others. So,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just trying to lend our voice, and you're lending your voice, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how it works.
100%.
For sure.
So we did have planned. We did have an unboxing for today, but this was a lot better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
than
100%.
doing that. So be on the lookout for another unboxing. I don't know if anybody's seen the other one. Like I was with me for Star Wars during
Mhm.
Star Wars week. We
It's
unboxed
right there.
the Millennium Falcon that's right here.
Mhm.
We also did an R2D2. It's not here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an R2D2 that was a Galaxy's Edge Build-A-Droid.
Mm-hmm.
That's up on the YouTube. Check out our page. Our links in our bio, literally on everything. TikTok, Twitter, wherever you guys are watching right now, you should be able to find it. I think except Twitch. Right? Twitch doesn't have the links, right?
What?
To links to YouTube and stuff like that.
Nah.
Twitch does?
It does.
Yeah, it has
Okay, so
it has the link
everything,
tree.
Oh, okay.
wherever you're watching,
Yeah.
the links are there.
Yeah.
But we can give you. Should we give them a hint on what it is, or should we just show them?
I mean, you can show them and then do the video separately.
Okay, so
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course. Right, yeah.
So we have 3 items to show you guys. Let me see. Let me move all this way so I don't fall on camera.
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing for more detail and everything like that. If you guys are interested in it, go hit a watch on it. Leave a like if you did like it.
Yeah, we're gonna decide whether we want to do it live. We could do it live through TikTok, or we can do it recorded for you guys to see. We'll probably plan that out.
Yeah, we'll probably we're probably gonna do it right after here. So it'll probably be like we're gonna end this and then we'll probably make a video literally of the unboxing. But we'll probably be live on TikTok doing it off that, because the setup we have here for everything else is a little bit more difficult to do it, to get zooms and everything like that. So far, we'll figure that out eventually, but it'll be better off if we do it
Like live, yeah.
live off
So
TikTok.
we'll probably
then
we'll put a preview up for you guys to see,
yeah.
and then we'll go live and do the unboxing together, so everybody can enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I don't know if they can hear me. This is the first one. I don't know if anybody remembers this. This is the 35th anniversary Stay Puff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna unbox this right here. You're gonna hold that.
Hold that.
He has to hold that. He's the Ghostbuster guy.
Ghostbuster guy.
We look alike.
Yeah, got the big head.
Since we did our,
What a bitch.
we did the Godzilla King Kong review, I think.
That's also your deal too.
Yeah.
We also have Godzilla. It's a Walmart exclusive.
Oh, so you recently got that then, right? Recently?
No, this is before. This is versus.
Oh, okay, that's versus. Okay,
This is the
okay. I'm
old
confusing the other.
We're gonna also do. I think we mentioned this on the last.
Yeah, we mentioned it. We never
mentioned
got
this
to
a very
it.
long time ago.
Very long
actually.
time ago.
Like super long ago.
Well, it's gonna happen.
It's definitely gonna
We didn't
happen.
forget. It's gonna happen. This is a Trunks fan presto.
Yeah.
We had mentioned it on one of the TikTok lives we did.
No, we mentioned it way
No,
before.
I
this.
think
we
it was
mentioned
the-
this like
the-
back in Jersey City pod
Mhm.
type shit.
Yeah, and we also have the King Kong version for you guys to see. Check it out. So these are gonna all be unboxed right here on live on One TV, or it's gonna be unboxed on.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You guys could watch it for sure. Check it out. What the fuck is going on with this share shit? Here, you want to put that up there too? Is it gonna cover us?
No.
Right where it is.
But yeah, so check this out. Like I said, we'll probably be live on TikTok right after we're live here. We're gonna probably cut this short and make a separate video just for this, honestly. So, but yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys so much. For sure, we love you guys' support. We love you guys' story. We love hearing about everything in you guys' life.
Yeah, we love your
just like I guess you guys
on everything.
like hearing about our lives and everything and what we have to talk about. You know what I mean? Definitely means a lot. He broke it. Oh, look at my little head. Well, my fat ass head. Dude, I look like Stay Puft. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys ever need to talk about anything, just remember we are here. Remember, you could talk to someone. You definitely have to have someone in your life that would definitely listen to you. If you don't, you have us 100%. We love you guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
And
stay blessed.
yeah, thank you for tuning
remember,
in.
you are more than what you think you are.
Yep.
Yeah,
Remember,
for sure.
always we are.
You're
Everybody
more
here.
and you're stronger than you think you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. And
Yeah.
shout out to everyone out there. Everybody's strong, positive, and positive vibes.
Yeah. And if you think that you don't mean someone to somebody, you definitely
You
do.
do,
So I guarantee
100%.
that if you know,
You 100% do.
you might think that like, oh, you mean absolutely nothing, but like 100%, you do. And you know those people that sadly they end up making mistakes that you can't really revert. Those people even had people that just get brokenhearted because they do care. You know what I mean? And this is why you should talk to somebody. This is why you should try to look for somebody to talk to vent, to let anything out. But yeah, we're pretty much ending the mental awareness month very soon, going on to men's mental awareness month. So I guess this is a good discussion we had today.
Yeah.
But one to hear. Love you guys. We're gonna be on TikTok live pretty much in a few minutes. So if you guys want to go check out the unboxing, if you guys don't see it on TikTok live, either way, we'll have a video on YouTube for you guys to go watch it. if you guys want to watch it. If you guys don't, totally cool. Love you guys. Stay
Love you.
blessed.
Stay
Stay